Hello, our names are Alec
and Brody. We are silversmiths from the Colonial Times.
Here's some information. We used a hammer to shape the silver.
We used a refiner furnace. We used it to melt the silver.
We used anvils, swords, buckles, teapots to sell to customers.
We wore long-sleeved white shirts and red vests. We also wore black pants stockings.
We also wore aprons. Have a great day.
I'm Jackson. And I'm Will. We are the gunsmiths in Colonial America. We make and repair guns.
One tool that they use is an anvil to hold the barrel of the gun straight.
Another is a hammer. We use the hammer to pound in the nails that hold the gun together.
They also have to get trained before they can get the job to be a gunsmith.
Gunsmiths have made guns for people. Their job is to fix and repair guns.
They sell guns and get paid 40 hours a week.
Guns are made of wood and iron.
Gunsmiths were important people in Colonial America at the time.
Hello, my name is Claire. And my name is Maddie. We are wig makers from Colonial Times. Wigs were an important part back then. Mostly men wore wigs back in the 1800s. Wigs were made of horse, goat, and human hair. Back then, if you were a wig maker, you could have styled the wig many different ways. Most of the wigs were white. Some wigs had little ribbons on the end. Did you know that wigs were wore in the war back then? And you could only own a wig if you were rich? That's all. Thanks for watching.
Hi, my name is Kaylin.
And my name is Leah. We are the milliners.
Milliners are people who make dresses, hats, and lots of other things.
We make jewelry, bags, earrings, pillow, and pillowcases.
Here are some things we use to make our products. Needles, thimbles. A thimble is a type of thing you put on your finger so when you're sewing you don't poke yourself. Sewing machine, shears, which is a special type of scissors they use, and thread.
Here's how they made the dresses. They'd sew cloth together and add bows, ruffles, and ribbons.
Here's how we make and design the hats. We make big hats and would add big bows and feathers.
Get back to work!
Okay, we're coming. Hope you stop by and say hi, or buy a dress. Wink, wink.
Hi, I'm Courtney. And I'm Anna. And we're the Weavers. Boys usually wore a white shirt with a vest or a coat and breechers, also known as pants. Girls usually wore a long dress that their family made so they did not have to pay for it. Where we got our colors from was an insect from South America gave us the color red. Brown comes from walnuts, purple comes from a Spanish logwood tree, and orange comes from a root of a plant which is called a madder plant. All of the weavers usually worked in all different rooms. One thing I use is a wheel. It spins thread or yarn. The cloth comes from England, China, and India. I use the loom. It is a machine that produces cloth by interweaving threads at a right angle. If you want to be a weaver, then call us at 573-6117.
Hi, I'm Sydney.
And I'm Mulligan.
And our topic is foodways in Colonial Times.
Foodways is like a grocery store mixed with a restaurant. They would make the goods that people would pay to eat them.
The foods they grew were corn, potatoes, tomatoes, apples, green beans, berries, etc.
The foods they baked: biscuits, cornbread, brown bread, rye bread, etc.
The stoves in Colonial Times. In Colonial Times, they baked the food on stoves or by the fireplace.
Aprons, what they are used for: carrying food in the fall to protect the women's dresses when they cooked. The descriptions: aprons were long and white.
Fishing. The fish they caught were cod, flounder, trout, salmon, clams, lobster, and halibut.
The animals they hunted: deer, turkey, ducks, and geese.
That's how foodways were in Colonial Times.
Thanks for watching.
Hi, I'm Tyler.
Hi, I'm Logan.
We are the brick makers. This is the process how to make bricks.
First, they stomp out the clay.
Then mold the bricks and dry it in the kiln for 6 days and 6 nights.
Then they finish drying the bricks on a rack.
Then deliver the bricks
to houses and buildings on a horse.
The boss wore all white.
The workers wore red shirts, black boots, and tan pants.
That's the process of brick makers.
My name is Haley, and we are the Shoemaker Group.
Hello, I'm Lily, and I'm also part of the Shoemakers group.
Shoemakers were important because the trade was very popular around 1660.
The tools they use are scrapers, scissors, leather, needle, and thread.
The shoes they made were dress shoes, sandals, boots, clogs, and flat shoes.
Most of the shoes were made from leather.
And also, did you know that most of the materials were shipped from England?
Hi, I'm Hannah.
And I'm Megan.
And we are in the tailoring
shop. Did you know that in many languages, the word tailoring means the art of cutting?
No, I didn't. We used a tape measure to measure the individual bodies, and that would determine how the dress or suit was worn.
They also used a sewing machine to sew together different fabric material.
A project that was made was a big blown-out dress called a mantua. In 1675, mantua making started to be a separate trade, and also in 1775, it was necessary that the proper English children learned how to walk and sit with their back straight.
Another product was a stay. A stay was used to keep your body supported, and so you would have a nice open rib cage and you would have a perfect posture.
Boys had to wear stays. The boys used them to have a good back posture.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Sam.
And I'm Jacob.
And we're the Coopers. We make casks which used to be called barrels.
Casks were shipped throughout the empires.
They used backing knives to shave down the woods.
They wore boots to protect their feet.
They used an anvil to help shape the woods.
They wore gloves to protect them from getting a splinter.
Casks can hold up to 5 pounds and can hold up to 1,200 pounds.
Coopers used a hammer for shaping and bending the metal for the barrel.
Do you know some casks can hold leeches used for medicine?
Casks can hold gunpowder for the army.
I'm Grady.
And I'm Quincy. We are the blacksmiths in colonial times.
We have leather clothes so the sparks won't get to our skin. The clothing was shirts, aprons, and pants.
We use different kinds of tools to form the materials just right. We use a hammer to pound on a metal shape. Forge is used to heat the metal, and an anvil is a block to hammer our projects.
To make our projects, we use different materials such as metal, iron, steel, and bronze. Metal is usually shiny and hard. Iron is used because it is strong and not expensive. Steel is strong, durable, and malleable. Last, we use bronze, and it is metallic brown color.
Some of our projects include making tools for everyone. When the Revolution War started, we made barrels for the gunsmith.
And that's what blacksmiths do.
The Colonial Farm by Corbin.
And Robert. Farm tools. A reaping hook is used for grain crops. A plow is used to sow seeds. It is made of wood and metal. A scythe has different jobs. They cut leaves and crops.
Some things that farmers raise to get their money are tobacco. It was grown on farms for native. It's originally grown in James and spread to Virginia. Animals. An average farm had 6 pigs, 16 sheep, a few oxen, 10 cattle, and 2 horses. Crops. Farmers would grow wheat, corn, beans, watermelon, pumpkins, cabbage, peaches, apples, potatoes, and oats.
Hi, my name is Emma.
My name is Sammy.
My name is Maya.
And we're apothecary.
Some medications I sold were tea tree oil for cold sores. I also used scales to measure ingredients in medicine.
Some tools I used were saws to cut off arms and legs. Some medication I sold was chalk for heartburn.
Okay. Some products I sold were healing cream, and I also sewed Laxing Max.
Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed a lot about apothecary in colonial times.
I'm Ben,
I'm Keaton.
I'm Joe.
and we're the carpenters from the colonial times.
We build cabinets, tables, and shelves.
We also put cedar shingles on houses.
Here are some of the tools we use to make these items.
The broadaxe. A broadaxe is a large dull axe. Broadaxes are used for shaping logs by hewing. The broadaxe is also called a side axe. Broadaxes have been used since ancient times to the 19th century. It can only be used being shot away so that it doesn't cut the person's hand.
A draw knife. A draw knife is a two-handled tool that is used to shape wood by removing shavings. A draw knife is mostly used to remove large pieces of wood or debark trees. A mallet is a kind of hammer usually made from wood and rubber. Split-head mallets have removable faces so they can be shaped to appropriate face for the job, and they have to go put shingles on houses.